Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. Just a little disclaimer, my son might be noisy and annoyed for this episode, but everything's fine. Okay, so the Bismarck's healing, depending on... Man, if this battleship goes straight up towards Iceland, we'll be fine, and if it heads for Ireland, I think this guy will heal up and hit him off, so I shouldn't need to rejigger much stuff to deal with that threat. I think we just keep piling into Accra. Can't even get to Mao? My word. Our empire's enormous. If we can make it all the way out here, though. For a second, I thought I just moved one out of here. It seemed, or felt very confused. I'll be done with these new planes eventually. I don't know, you kind of run out of things to say after a while, you know? Oh yeah! All of these guys are good. My 3 new Bismarcks. I am just pumping those things out. Here, yeah, let's get up there. Besides, it also gives me Bismarcks in the Atlantic if I want them. Aside from the ones up at Reykjavik, which I should probably send further south. I got 4 of them here? My word. Where are you? You make it out here? Make it there. Okay, pretty sure I didn't spot anything new. No new American threats. No, it doesn't look like it. There were no Brits. If there are, I assume the Italians will deal with them. Here, yeah, head down here and try to join up with them. They could use the added security. Pretty sure a British guy came into our range, right? I was almost sure of it. Didn't he? Am I crazy? Is that all my folk wolves? If he's in that one spot. Man, I thought there was a Brit. Okay. Okay, yeah, we've got that now. I think both of these are getting captured this turn. Here, we're just going to have these guys wait for now. You too. Okay, so these ones can focus entirely on Walvis Bay. Also, if I could tell right, this is on a hill, isn't it? Yep. Because we could spot it from farther away than normal. Just the one infantry? I wonder why, in the waning days of Britain's rule over Africa, they were building destroyers to send, I don't know, I guess to Canada? How was that their priority? I know the computer is at least smarter than that. That a new British infantry? Nope, that is a militia. We did cut Walvis Bay off a decent bit ago, so they lost access to the Britain resource. Which really sucks for them. Keeps them from building anything good. Not that they had much they could build anyway. I'm pretty sure Cape Town is where the South Africa infantry divisions come from, though. So we still need to take that thing to stop the production of those guys. Although it's like 1 every 10 turns, so it doesn't matter anyway, but, you know, it's symbolic. Once we have that, and then it's one of the major Australian cities, I can never remember which one, that produces Anzacs. Then the only free troops that Britain will still get are British militia divisions. Not militia, commandos, there we are, that's the word I was looking for. They get commandos out of somewhere in Canada, and then Free Poland infantry, also out of Canada. I think they also get Canada infantry out of another Canadian city. I think the Brits get more free units, good free units, than anyone else. I get a decent bit of minor ally units, but mine kind of suck. Other than those, I have SS infantry, the standard paratroopers and marines that every major and middle power get. But that's it. Let's just smash this place. They built another one? Really? Of all the things you could spend your time doing. I don't even know how they were still building transports. Well, not transports, destroyers. They've got, like, no resources over here. They could have started it before I took Kimberley, I guess. That would still have them with the iron, which I'm pretty sure is all they need. They might need something else for it. They're just standard 1999 destroyers, or 1941 destroyers. So they're pretty cheap. You can build them out of Ireland. I think they're about the equivalent of my German destroyers, but they also have an extra movement. They have 9 instead of 8. Fastest unit I've ever seen in this game. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure Britain gets both Marines and paratroopers from their mainland, so they shouldn't be getting anything in Australia or Canada, but I can't remember. And I know they don't get Marines. Yeah, they definitely get Marines on their mainland, because they have Anzacs elsewhere, and then Commandos in Canada. Awesome. So that's Cape Town, capital of all of their African work. And let's go ahead and seize this thing. we go. That is the end of Britain's influence in Africa. I take it... Yeah, that thing's out of my range. Too bad. Might as well just pull everyone towards Accra. Or actually, might even be able to get out there. Nope. These guys should, though. Alright. Well, this place... Oh, yeah. Hold on, let's not forget. There you are. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we could still get there. Oh my word, Japan. Get out of here. I might have kicked them there, actually. I have an idea how I think I want to do this. That'll get me the most islands the fastest. I'm thinking I just drop off all my tanks here, along with some of the infantry. And then I just leave them to conquer the island, so I don't fly them over here and drop, or sail them over here and drop them, and then I just go and drop some more right here. It wouldn't work there. These places are likely separated without a road. I don't know. We could see, I guess. But I might stick mostly to infantry at that point. Okay, well, let's send these guys in. You too. And let's see here. Ha! Probably would have been able to get a spot closer if Japan wasn't in my way. But at least we can take out these guys. Or some of them. It reduces the risk of me losing, you know, 6 infantry to 1 unfortified infantry of theirs with 1 hit point left. This place only has 1 citizen, so it's less defensible anyway. Cool. drop a couple extra infantry, and then all the panzers. How about 3? 3 should do just fine. Everyone else in this stack is just going to have to pass their turn now. Fly all those in there, along with those. The Falk Wolves should be sufficient to defend here. Yeah, we will have to move up. It'll be much harder for Britain to surprise attack us once we own these islands. Actually, I don't like the positioning of the other one over here. They can get us from the south, which means they can come up out of nowhere and strike. With these ones, they have to come around. That buys us more time. And because we can look out into the water, they don't have the option to sneak up on us. So I might have to move some observance planes into that other one. And the moment I get Singapore connected, I need to start pumping out transports. Guys, you know what I actually could do? Is just start flying my tanks down to Australia, because they could do more good there than these islands anyway. Like, I have a couple for the bigger islands. And so I could just start building transports and send them solely to Australia. Come on, let's sink this sucker. I'm gonna have so many units left over once we close off some of our primary war fronts. Now, we've had 3 for ages. Right, we've had the one focused here in Southeast Asia, which is now, of course, in the islands, in the Pacific. We've had one focused in Siberia for ages. Once it's done with Siberia, it doesn't have more targets. It's just sort of done up there. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all the guys once they're done. And then we have Africa, which of course is shifting focus to the Americas. I don't know, it might be faster to just drive most of them across to Africa, but I could start shipping them to South America from the west. Although, you know, that is going to take ages to do that, to bring them east from Australia to the western edge of South America. I don't have that many transports over here, but I might do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did take out all of the Spitfires up there. But just in case we didn't. Nope, they got more. Well, let's blow them up. The rest of these, I'm going to fly over there. Which is... there's a few of them. That should be good. If I go here first, will it let me? No? Oh, yeah, I guess I haven't moved these guys yet. Entirely spaced on them. Make it all the way out there? Nah. Somehow they can get to Accra, though. Okay. What about now? Well, actually, we don't want to bomb Vladivostok this turn, right? I didn't really want to bomb anyone. We're going to be chill with our 87Bs, and our 88s are going to do other things. Here, let's just keep an eye out. I don't really trust Japan. So we're all going to take a big breather. That is so many Chihas. Yay, we finally took out their manufacturing plant. I would have had no use for that. But on the bright side here... okay, there, we finally hit someone. I was going to be sarcastic about it. And the game decided it was going to humiliate me. By helping me. We're still building infantry there? At least it's not a tank. I don't know how we missed a research lab for this long. I've been bombing this city like 10 turns. You know, I have also now just taken away every single target of the Allied powers, at least, for my allies. Anywhere they can get without ships. So I wonder if I made peace with Russia, if they would still march through my land at all, or if they would all give up. I'll know once I actually conquer Russia. We'll see if Italy and Finland keep funneling their soldiers at my borders and make me kick them out every time. Because they might not. Italy will always try to escape the Strait of Gibraltar so long as I leave it open. I've never seen Finland try to do anything with boats, but my mines do block off the Black Sea, or the Baltic Sea, so it makes sense that they wouldn't. Alright. Well, that's all that they can hit. Oh, yeah, probably would have made more sense to go there. Whoops. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2... So that's 1 turn, 2 turns. We hit him on the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, definitely faster this way. I will also start piling guys into there. Not sure if I'm going to security division up all the islands. It's probably not going to happen. That's a lot of work for very, very limited payback, or payoff. And I think I can probably start sending all of my new forces towards Accra, because I got nowhere else for them to be. Thus, I could start building up some more guys in Amsterdam. Any of these 3 could have been working that spot. I have no idea who it was. I'm going to give it to Marseille. Not what I wanted him to do. 450 turns. My goodness. It's frustrating I can't just tell everyone to go to Singapore. If anyone's curious why I can't do that, because that road still doesn't exist. Heck, I had to blow up a road just to get my men in there. It is deeply annoying. More security divisions. Yeah, I guess there's no harm in still sending some more down there. Okay. Yeah, I got guys around there. I think these are all good. No, don't rename it. Okay, this could have a pollution problem, so he's going to stay there. Just ready to go. I'm so glad the territory lines fell where they did. I don't know, start putting down a mine. Pretty sure I pulled a worker in here. Yeah, I don't want him there. Your pollution watch. How about that? Remember the pollution being a major issue out here. Yeah, I'm going to leave the infantry there. Yeah, next turn the rest of those guys can get out of there. Okay, you have no more business here. Go to Accra. I don't know. If they're in cities, I'm just going to fortify them for now until everyone's healed up and I got security divisions where they need to be. Or until I decide to move them at the end of a turn sometime. There are still resistors after all. Okay, no one else here is injured. That guy is. You know, now that I think about it, this thing offers a pretty good shield for the entire Atlantic. At least the southern Atlantic. I can kind of move around, not quite freely, but almost freely down here. Because it's such a long trek for anyone to come from any now nearby bases. We've blown everything else up. And I don't think the computer's smart enough to evade this by going near a coast. Once I own this coast, they'd have to be even narrower in their field. So having an airbase here, this probably secures the whole sector. I'm going to make it more secure by... Oh, did I put them all over here? By putting subs all across that stretch there, but I think we can do kind of whatever we want now in the South Atlantic and be just fine. Ocean really is tiny in comparison to the Pacific. The thing is enormous. But weirdly, it's not... It's less treacherous. I guess that might not be weird. It does seem to be that the closer land masses are to a body of water, the more destructive the water is. Not sure what that's about. Even though that's probably a pretty simple explanation. The air bounces around easier. In the Pacific, there's too much, so it just settles. How many infantry did I just get in here? Oh, okay, yeah, pretty big stack. Yeah, just fortify them all for now. Okay, I've got the security division down there. Yeah, come over here. Okay, a Slovakian. We got a Hungarian there. They're just getting closer. Our stuff is still moving, so I'm not quite sure where it needs to go yet. What else is here? A couple security divisions. Yeah, just get them inside. And I can finally send this Panzer out. He's only been resting for all of time. Alright, so our troops are just kind of closing in. I guess I should have... Did I use my 88s? No. When did I... Oh, I fortified the whole stack, because I'm dumb. Wake everyone. Can I use the planes first? How have we gotten to the point where the planes are moving last now? What's that about? Why is it jumping back so fast? Like the second I click for it to reveal the map, it jumps away. It's being kind of weird right now. That might be their last T-34 in there. Might as well get started. How many of those fighters do they have left? Soviet Russia. Yeah, they got one T-34, and we know where it is. They're down to 75 infantry. Still have 9 heavy artillery somewhere. It's probably in Vladivostok. Only 5 fighters left. Which, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I know where they are. Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea to destroy that. I don't know if these are workers or infantry on this spot. We're going to find out. Infantry. Okay. At least some of them are, so we're going to leave that rest of that stack alone. Okay. And fine. Oh yeah, these guys. Too many flak. Too much 88. Too many 88s. Too much flak. There we are. Those are words. I should probably send those over to America. They'll be way more useful there, but they're already here. Why aren't you producing? Go work something. Well, he can definitely get there faster, but he's not going to be able to take the whole city alone. I'm probably going to have these ones split up. Some go here, some go up. So that when we take the city, we can just slaughter these motorized rifles. Alright, yeah, so everyone else around here is just sort of running in circles. These guys, what I'm going to do, what I hope to do next turn, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is, yeah, come sailing over here, knock the city down again, and then drop the rest of these guys here. And they can hopefully take these things. And then once we have these two, I'm probably going to start loading up. Yeah, well, I don't know. These infantry should be in the city by the time we do that. I'll probably just start loading up infantry and dropping them off at these other other islands, because there's quite a few out here. And I might leave a couple capital ships behind. Let's see, I have only 1 Bismarck, but I got 2 Gneisenau's and a handful of Deutschlands. I'll probably leave some of those behind. And then I can... Let's see, this place... Oh, there's Padang's still in resistance. Absolutely it is. I don't know, Kuala Lumpur's not, right? And I don't need it to do much. So what you're gonna do instead is build transports, and I'm gonna start hurrying them. They're 500 each. They're probably more if I do it on the very next turn, which I will, because I am unbelievably wealthy. Okay, so we've Absolutely, they have 7 motorized infantry. That's it. And somehow still 6 Soviet garrisons. I'm not sure where those are. It's far too many Marines for my liking. All of these are in New Caledonia. They still have a fighter down there, too. Let's see, Great Britain. They got 2 free Polish infantry, probably in Canada. Or they could be in that transport. That is a British transport, I'm pretty sure. Still 15 King George V's. We're not even making a dent by killing the ones that we see down here. Pretty sure most of them are in Canada. Probably the same with convoys. Although, they still have 4 Anzacs, too. 7 Canada infantry. If they do have a bunch of convoys and whatnot down here, either the convoys won't leave, or if they get an escort, they will, and then we'll sink the battleships as we see them. We should have their naval power over here completely demolished in short order. Right. Gonna have these guys move over just one. Just in case, because it's pretty close there. I don't see this battleship heading south through them. But why take the chance? Okay, that should be fine. Have I forgotten anything? During the auto move, I saw a decent bit of pollution. But I'm fairly certain it was like that one, where we have to move around to get it, and it's not very convenient. So it's probably fine. That's crazy. We actually took all of Africa. Our war here is over. Even Madagascar. Gotta get a transport. Send someone out to get those. I actually might do that with this, just for fun, because what else is he gonna do? Alright, yeah, let's go over to next turn. Finland making the shocking move of throwing a bunch of guys into my land. Never seen it before. Of course they'd move on to the mountains and jungles. That's why I gave myself a couple extra infantry out here. I don't need them to kill that dude. I have 87 Bs, but I don't want to let the worker get away. I'm sure that'll show up again. Oh! Oh! Weird. I must have just bombed the city enough to get rid of the fighter cover. Because, yeah, I had no idea those things were in there. You're gonna blow up the road, you jerk? Okay, they're all going for the wounded guy. Or just north into my territory? Morons. They can do whatever they want. They're not getting anywhere. Oh. I intend to take that Dutch city. It'll be more convenient for me anyway to not have a big pile of Japanese land in the middle of that island cluster. But now that the defenses in the British city are gone, I expect the Japanese will take it in short order. So I'm going to take the Dutch one, or at least I'll try to take the Dutch one. And that's it. He did. He blew up the road and not even the radar tower. You're useless. Really? You're... Okay. Not sure what he intends that wounded guy to do. Russia can probably tell the end is nigh. You can tell, though, things are picking up. Japan is making some moves. I really do need to get moving on Australia. I think once I take this last Dutch city here, I'm gonna do what I initially intended and start sending people to Australia. I need to take it before they see it as a good opportunity. I don't expect them to have any success in America, not without us gutting the place first. There's a lot of production capacity, and they have very good technology. If Japan manages to send people to mainland America to try to take it, they are going to probably all die immediately. Like, before they even get a move. I'd be surprised if they even made it to America. And then again, they don't have that many bombers. The computer never builds that many. I'm gonna have you alter. Go to Nisan House. Yeah, get me that police station there. Wow, Rawalpindi's already getting pretty big. Oh yeah, I just built the... what do you call them there? The hospital and stuff. These Indian cities grow so fast. Particularly once you get a granary in them. Get me that Coliseum. Another Afghani city's about to be online. I'm pretty sure that's Afghanistan. I'm pretty sure, actually, that whole area that I call Afghanistan is in fact like 4 different countries nowadays. It's been split up quite a bit. Not sure how seriously I take that. The locals of those areas aren't known to organize very well. Most of what they do is done in very small bands. I'm of the impression they probably just... most of them, at least. I don't know the details of every one of those countries, but especially I look at a country like Saudi Arabia. And I gotta believe that whoever they send to the UN, or whatever ambassadors they put together, is just sort of like an election from all the various... I don't want to say tribal, because I don't think that really sends the right message, but the local leaders of various groups, pretty much. A lot like tribes, I'd imagine. I don't know, like I said, that area of the world, not known for being so organized. So I have a hard time believing they actually have governments that are that organized. I need to just starve that entire city out. Finally got a research lab in Corsica. That's weird. Oh, no, I saw the worker with the yellow circle, as in he had moved and then didn't move fully. And I was wondering why the computer let me move on without finishing his movement. It's because I told him to wait there. That's my pollution guy. Yeah, to start pumping out transports. Wow, that's a lot of corruption. No, no one else gets the Forbidden Palace. That's reserved for America. Speaking of, Holy smokes. Next turn's the big one. I'm so excited. I'm kind of frustrated that I can't do it right now. Here, let's just make sure this guy's outside. So next turn, hopefully, we'll take Ben Jarmison. Let's see, they dropped all their tanks on this hill, I think. Yeah, there's... If we took this, if we were able to actually, if we had the movement to get into the city and drop my tanks, I could potentially get here first. But as it stands, the Japanese are absolutely going to take the city before me. Like I said, that's fine. I'm okay with them controlling the area up here. I would like to own this whole region, but if they take these islands, that's also okay with me. I don't really need them. I just want Australia, because Australia is big. I'll probably land my first collection of troops down here. Probably right there. And then the next one, I might send by some infantry to take this, unless they've put roads all over these spots. And then try to drop some up here. That way I can at least cover the tops of them, keep Japan from getting them all. Once we have those taken care of, once I have enough troops down here that I'm kind of satisfied with it, I'm going to start putting together small forces to go take New Caledonia and these areas, New Zealand. Tasmania I'm less concerned about, we'll get to it eventually. But I think I just leave the rest of these, the Solomons and the other islands out here, the rest of the Dutch cities, except for this one, to Japan. Japan can just have them. They even sent a destroyer out here. I wonder what that's hunting, because it's got to be something. Yeah, what did this guy do? They're parked? I don't trust that for 1 second. My Bismarck is absolutely going to get out there and start messing them up. I might send down a couple from up here, too. I don't like them chilling. Alright, well that's going to be it for this one. If you haven't yet, please check the link in the description for my book. If you like the look of it, give it a read, and if you like the read, give it a positive review. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.